Welcome to the OG&E Coliseum. Mark Rogers, Kevin Llewellyn with you here for the call of the Class 5A Girls State Championship game between Newcastle and Carl Albert. Good to be here with you.
Good to be here. Thank you.
This is going to be a lot of fun. Not as much stress as last Saturday here.
Well, that's good. That's good. It's time to relax a little bit.
Yeah, no question about it. These are two outstanding teams, and they played last week. Newcastle defeated Carl Albert by 2, and both have been outstanding so far at the state tournament. Newcastle reaches the finals by knocking off Glenpool 62-49 and Booker T 62-47. Carl Albert beat East Central 60-40 and rival Middale School Dale City 58-43, and Newcastle wins the tip. Kevin, this team has incredible size.
So you can say that's the first thing that jumped out at me. I started watching them a little bit last night, and they are big.
Carl Albert also has good size inside, and there's the first bucket of the game, and a great take by Amara King off the dribble to score. King played at Carl Albert as a freshman, but I think she has added to her repertoire this year at Newcastle, playing with a basketball in her hands. Alley-oop pass, sweet look from Kalani Kindred to Amara King.
That was a great look right there across the lane.
Kindred is a 6-foot guard. Richardson is close to a 6-foot guard. Zaya Sims has had 33 rebounds in 2 games so far in the state tournament. Plunkett for Carl Albert off glass is good. Plunkett averaging 13 points a game, and Carl Albert, multiple players that can score. Bucket inside, Sims with a rebound, and she's going to be fouled by Audrey Plunkett. Free throws coming up for Zaya Sims.
Plunkett's going to have to stay in this game because she's about the only size Carl Albert has.
Jakari Brown, senior, can score. Brindley Crawford will come in off the bench, a freshman that does have some size. Sims can really go get it on the glass. Her first free throw is good. It's crazy, Kevin. Both of these teams, you got a boys and girls final. Same 2 squads.
Doesn't happen very often.
No, not really. And the Newcastle boys won their first state tournament game on Thursday. Zoe Johnson going to the basket, and she draws a foul. It will be a 2-shot opportunity. Newcastle was in some foul trouble yesterday. It could be something that Carl Albert could really put a feather in their cap if they can get the Racers in some foul trouble.
I think Carl Albert's quickness maybe getting to the basket. I really like these 2 little guards Carl Albert's got.
Zoe Johnson, a freshman, is good on the first attempt. One more coming up. She got them both. 6'4". Newcastle. Jordan Richardson being guarded by Johnson. Richardson off balance shot. Really solid defense. And Johnson has the rebound. 3-point shot. Hayden Harrell. Good.
She's a spark plug. I watched her game last night. She shot it really good last night, too.
She did. She had back-to-back threes, and she doesn't force things, really. She just kind of waits until she has her opportunity. Her opportunity came early in this one. The Titans have the lead 7-6. King. One shot for the Racers. Rebound to Harrell. Kyle Ritchie, head coach and graduate of Carl Albert. Directing traffic for his team. Johnson comes off a screen. Now looks for a screen from Plunkett. Johnson. Hesitation dribble. Plunkett will try a 3. No. Rebound, King. Starting lineups in the contest. We'll give you Newcastle first. King penetrates, threw up a wild shot, and Plunkett has the rebound. Plunkett picked up her dribble and shuffled her feet. King still waiting back on the other end, and her layup is good. Newcastle starters, Jordan Richardson, a sophomore. Amara King, a sophomore. Kalani Kindred, another sophomore. Zaya Sims, a junior. Chloe Young, a freshman. In that starting lineup, Reagan Greenroyd has been a starter for Newcastle all season long, and she broke her right hand in the area tournament. Actually came in the game late yesterday and made a free throw with her left hand. It was pretty cool.
So that's pretty impressive.
It was. And that's awesome for a senior to be able to get to play out there, even though she can't make a contribution with that injury. And the Newcastle crowd went wild and appreciated that. For Carl Albert, their starting lineup, Hayden Harrell, a junior, Malia Hatchett, a junior, Jakari Brown and Audrey Plunkett, seniors, and then Zoe Johnson, a talented freshman for the Titans. Johnson gets the Titans into their offense. Baseline drive by Brown. Harrell to Plunkett. Hatchett got knocked down on a screen. She'll take one from the free throw line. It won't go, but that will be a foul on King. She made contact after the shot.
Her personal foul.
Go ahead and give her 2.
Juliana Salas.
Juliana Salas with the foul. Sorry, that is not King. Free throw's good. Salas checks out. Richardson checks back in.
That's Jakari Brown at line.
That was Brown, not Hatchett. Sorry, Jakari Brown with both of those free throws. Back and forth we go. 9-8 Carl Albert. There's a bucket by Kindred, and she drives to the hoop. And she's fouled.
Not only are these girls from Newcastle big, they're also skilled.
Personal foul.
They really are. They can play any position. I would think on most teams, you like to see the bigger players play in the post, but Kindred can handle the basketball and runs the offense, and as she did most of the game on Friday. But all are capable. Plunkett misses a 3 and a big rebound for King. Carl Albert is able to have some pressure, and bodies are flying all over the floor. And we'll have a foul on King. And we're still trying to get everybody up.
Personal foul. So the Hardy King.
Third foul here with 3:47 to go, and it is free throws coming up for Carl Albert.
Hatchet at line.
And Malia Hatchett is at the free throw line now. This is the second. Kevin, what do you see so far? Both of these teams
I mean,
like to play man and get after each other.
they do. And Carl Albert's having a hard time keeping Newcastle in front right now. Newcastle's getting to the basket, getting to the rim. It's going to be a heck of a game though, because they're both playing really hard.
Tie up. Possession arrow is in favor of Carl Albert. 10-10, 3:28 to go in the first quarter. How do you defend a team that has 5 players capable of putting the ball on the floor as well as they do with all that size?
I don't know. That's the question. I do like this little freshman guard though from Carl Albert. She plays with a great pace. Not your typical freshman, I don't think.
Jakari Brown for 3. Rebound. Sims from Newcastle. Kindred, handoff. King, moving screen on Kindred. Her first foul, team's fourth. Substitute for the Titans, Kinley Sutton. Replaces Malia Hatchett. Now you can't count out Johnson and Jakari Brown. Plunkett drives in, scores. Plunkett waited yesterday to do most of her scoring in the second half. She's got going early today with 4.
She's come out very aggressive today, taking a couple of threes too. So there's another foul.
That's a second on Amara King. The one thing I did notice about Newcastle yesterday is that I don't know if it's just that they're so big, but they really do get into foul trouble, seem to get into some consistent foul trouble, and it can be 30 feet from the basket or it could be on a drive to the bucket there.
Yeah,
a lot of different ways.
That's their second starter with their second foul. So they're in a little bit of foul trouble right here to start this game.
King had to sit most of the first half yesterday, and she'll go to the bench now as well. Johnson to Plunkett, 2:20 to go, 12-10 Carl Albert. Plunkett back to Harrell. Harrell is being guarded by Lily Talafero. Crossover dribble, Plunkett goes to the basket. Good defense by Sims in the paint, forced the shot to have to be adjusted. Talafero picks up the dribble. Sims beyond the arc, steps in. Thought about the free throw line jump shot, now passes back out. Racers reset the offense. Chloe Young has to hold off a pesky Harrell on defense. Sims, post move. Sutton rebounds for Carl Albert. Titans into the half court. Johnson, spin move. Cut off by a double team. Richardson there with help from Salas.
That was a tough move right there by Richardson. Spin back to the middle. Is that Brown?
Yep.
Oh, Brown, sorry. Tough shot right there.
14-10 Carl Albert. Kendrick. And the ball goes out of bounds, tipped by Sims. Plunkett was underneath, but Sims overpowered her and tipped it out of bounds. 48.3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's Carl Albert 14, Newcastle 10. Richardson for 3. It's good. Or excuse me, check that. Salas, the sophomore, for 3. Harrell lost the dribble. Oh, wow. Okay, that was right in front of the referee. A forearm shiver from Zaya Sims to Hayden Harrell.
This one's going to get a little chippy, I think.
Yeah,
Mark.
I didn't see anything there out of the ordinary from Harrell. Harrell will shoot 2 free throws. It's the double bonus. Richardson checks back into the game for Newcastle. So here's the lineup for Newcastle on the floor. Richardson, Salas, Emerson Marble, Chloe Young. Where's the other player? There we go. Out front, Talafero. Both free throws are good.
No, missed the second one.
First free throw is good. 15-13, 27 seconds to go here in the first. Chloe Young. Guarded by Brown. Salas. Marble. 5 seconds. Chloe Young. Marble. Will it count?
Waved it off.
It does not count. The official was right in perfect position to wave off the basket. He waved it off before the shot. I think he got that call right. 15-13. It's an exciting one here after the first quarter. We're back with more right after this.
Local reliable propane provider, Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
It's game time and the lights are shining bright. Don't get caught in the dark. Power up with the Generac Home Standby Generator from Moyer Electric and Generators. When the power goes out, your lights, heat, and games stay on automatically. Moyer Electric and Generators, powering Oklahoma's homes like champions. Visit MoyerElectricOK.com or call today at 888-265-3020.
Welcome back. Second quarter about to get underway. Newcastle will have the ball. We had a lot of help refereeing there. I think the call was right. Newcastle is laid out of the huddle, so they start the 5 count, hustle over, and get it in bounds. Richardson, King in with 2 fouls. Salas, Sims inside, King inside, and that'll be traveling. Shuffle of feet in the paint. Kalani Kinsey. Kevin, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, I said, Carl Albert was having a hard time keeping them in front. The second half of that first quarter, they did a really good job of keeping them in front of them. Did a really good job right there of cutting her off and making her travel. So they're playing pretty good defensively.
Crawford travels. Brinley Crawford, freshman. Seeing her first action of the game.
See how long Coach Ritchie leaves Plunkett on the bench here to start the second quarter.
King pops out. Ball high above her head. Looking inside. One dribble to the left. Sets up Salas for a 3. In and out. Rebound. Carl Albert. Brinley Crawford. Titans do a good job of getting into the hands of the players that do a good job of that. Jakari Brown, Zoe Johnson.
Newcastle's gone to a zone here, maybe to help with the foul trouble a little bit this second quarter. Change it up.
Baseline drive. That's a tough shot. Miss. Rebound. Put back. And that is a jump ball. I think it's the right call up top. Brinley Crawford was met at the apex. Inside by number 15, Kindred, for Newcastle in the possession area now. Carl Albert gets to keep it. Brown catches the inbounds pass. .620 to go here in the second quarter. Carl Albert leads it by 2, 15-13. Newcastle has switched back to a man. Sutton tries a 3. King skies for the rebound. Three-pointer missed inside. Rebound put up by Sims, and she's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line for a couple.
She's hard to keep off the glass. She's got a good motor.
Personal foul.
She's big, and you could tell that she's going to get a lot of rebounds, but she really has a knack for getting to the ball, and she does play with a lot of energy. You're 100% right. Foul on Brinley Crawford. That's her first. Zaya Sims free throw.
Sims with 1 to go.
Bounces out after a brief rest. Zoe Johnson is back in. Second free throw coming up. Good. (16-14). Have to correct the score at the scores table. There's a three from Harrell. It's good. So it's 18-14. That's going to be the score. They had awarded the point to Carl Albert on the free throw at the scores table.
They'll get it all straightened out.
We'll get it right. There's been some struggling over there this week. Carl Albert, they played in not only the Oklahoma Tournament of Champions, but played in the Arkansas Tournament of Champions this year. Lost to North Little Rock and Argyle from Texas and Arkansas. Lost in the first round of the Oklahoma Tournament of Champions to Dale. And basketball was really good this year in the Mid-Dale District, both boys and girls. Midwest City won their district. It did not make it to state. They were beaten by Dell City in the area tournament. Have a talented freshman on that team. Look at King go to the basket. Tough shot.
She's really hard to keep in front, and even if you do keep her in front, she can just get up over the top of you and shoot it anyway. Back to the zone.
At 6'3", she handles a ball like a player that's 5'3". I mean, she really can put it on the floor. 18-16, Carl Albert after the King bucket. King with 8. Back to the zone, featuring a lot of length. Harrell gets in the right spot against that zone and missed everything that time. Rebound is loose on the floor, and a foul will be called on Carl Albert. Give it to Kinley Sutton.
Personal foul. Team foul 2.
Carl Albert's going to have to make some outside shots against that zone because they're not going to get a whole lot inside, I don't think.
They're probably going to have to look at some very quick ball reversal just because of the length. It's just hard to find open shots. And there's a spin move by King and another bucket.
That's impressive for somebody that's 6'1" or 6'2", however tall she is. That's a move, like you said, like a 5'7" guard would make.
She ties the game. There was a brief moment there where maybe Hatchett could have attempted a three. Johnson dribbles into the lane. Back out for Brown. Brown to Harrell. Hatchett in the corner for Plunkett. 5 out right now for Carl Albert. Ball's deflected out of bounds by King.
Even if Carl Albert's not going to score inside, the ball still has to go in there to make the zone, shift or rotate down a little bit. And then whenever it comes out, like you said, quick rotations, and that's when you'll get your shots.
Ball is inside to Hatchett. Hatchett somehow finds Johnson, and then the short players amongst all the tall players draw a foul.
Personal foul. That's on Sims. At the line, Zoe Johnson.
Zaya Sims' first foul, and Johnson to the free throw line. That's where she scored all 3 of her points today. (2018). This entire game has been played in about a 4-point window. Baseline drive, open 3 is good. Aliana Salas. 21-20, Newcastle in front. Johnson, baseline, beats Sims, runner, she's fouled.
Third personal foul.
Kindred's third foul. And Johnson back to the free throw line.
I'll give Johnson one thing. She's not scared. You know, she's been in the lane, and like you said, she's 5 of 6 from the free throw line now. So
Steal on the inbounds pass. Pull up. Wouldn't fall for Jakari Brown. Rebound Salas. That's going to be a blocking foul on Brown.
I like Carl Albert defensively in the full court. You know, maybe get up underneath them a little bit more than what they have, and see if they can create a few turnovers.
Jordan Richardson returns for Newcastle. Harrell guards her. 2:29 to go in the first half. Titans lead it by 1. King tries to go to her left on Plunkett. Plunkett cuts her off. And we'll have a body foul inside on Sims.
That elbow got up really high right there. Caught her right on the chin when she went to post up. I think Plunkett is the best matchup for Carl Albert against King. You know, a little bit more size and still pretty good quickness. But then you've got Sims down low that's going to have a mismatch against somebody if you go that route.
Newcastle back in the zone. Plunkett in the short corner. Under 2 to go in the first. Plunkett in the high post. Pull-up jumper. Front rim. Rebound Talaferro. Ahead to Chloe Young. The freshman scores in transition.
That was a really good outlet pass right there. Caught her streaking down the middle. Made a tough shot on the other end.
23-22. Get some action. Now we got more action away from the ball. Johnson and Young. A little pushing and shoving. Carl Albert gets a long offensive rebound. Harrell. And we have a timeout by Kyle Ritchie. Ritchie in the 3-cone drill, he'd have been under 3 seconds. He got from the bench all the way across half court to get the timeout. 30-second timeout. You got some intensity in this.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know if there's a lot of love lost between these two, the way it looks right now.
Yeah, late last week, Carl Albert is trying to win their first state championship since 2000. That's 9 gold balls of all go for you. 3-time runner-up. Carl Albert's been to the state tournament 6 years in a row. Kyle Ritchie does a great job with this program.
He does. He does a really good job because if you just look out there at the difference in the athletes, you know, it's there's a pretty big difference in these two. But these Carl Albert girls, they're getting after it.
Johnson finds Sutton on the wing. Sims all the way out from under the basket to guard Sutton. Dribble handoff almost is stolen. Johnson goes to the lane, throws up a wild shot, out of control. Rebound Newcastle.
Newcastle did a lot better job of right there just staying straight up. Didn't try to block the shot.
Plunkett poked it away from King, who still has not got up off the floor, and then there's a steal on this end. And Salas dribbles in from about 14 feet and scores. Timeout. 25-22. Carl Albert takes their second timeout. 37 seconds to go. Newcastle has the arrow. Carl Albert, see if they can set something up here right before half.
Fans for any injury for any athlete, Ortho Simple provides superior orthopedic sports medicine treatment. Don't let an injury make you miss a single play. Call 405-360-6764. Set up an appointment. One of our clinics in Norman, Newcastle, or Midwest City.
OSSAA is going to stimulate the local economy because everybody got to clear out the gym from the first session to the second session. And all these people from Carl Albert and Newcastle have to find somewhere to go for a minute or two.
Yep. Newcastle's back to man right here.
Gamesmanship there on a timeout. Switch up defense maybe if you have a play.
Yep.
That's something you like to do. you don't come out of that zone very often. Though.
We don't. I don't try to overcoach too much. I get in trouble whenever I try to coach. So
10 seconds to go. Plunkett comes out to catch. King. Hard screen from Johnson. Plunkett stuck. Shot won't get off. She made the shot, but excellent man defense for the final 37 seconds of the first half. And Newcastle wins the quarter and goes to the break with a 25-22 lead. We'll come back here at halftime, chat a little bit, and then return with the second half of the 5A Girls State Championship. It's a good one. Newcastle on top, 25-22.
Oklahoma Career Tech. It's where confidence is built. It's more than just practice. It's developing the skills to build a successful future. We're doing work that matters.
To more than just us. So, when a family needs me.
When my community needs me.
When Oklahoma needs me.
I'll be ready.
GSP Health is your source for quality health care for the whole family, with 4 convenient locations in Northwest Oklahoma to better serve you in Canton, Cherokee, Enid, and Medford, offering medical, dental, and behavioral health services, in-office and telehealth visits available. So call our office at 580-596-2800 or visit our website at www.gsphealth.org. Better access, better care, better health. GSP Health.
At Geis Farms, we know what community means because we live it every day. That's why we're proud to support Northwest Oklahoma schools, sports programs, and the communities that bring us together. To every team in the area, we want to say good luck this season and thank you for representing your school with pride. From our family to yours, here's to a safe, successful season. Geis Farms, proud supporters of Northwest Oklahoma. And good luck to the Lomega Raiders and Lady Raiders.
Life moves fast, and you deserve internet that keeps up. Say hello to Pioneer Fiber Internet with blazing fast gig fiber speeds designed for the way you live, work, and play. From ultra-smooth streaming and lag-free gaming to lightning-fast downloads and crystal-clear video calls, Gig Fiber gives you the speed and reliability to do it all. Ready to upgrade your internet experience? Visit GoPioneer.com to sign up today.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging work seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
6 surgeons, 4 locations, 1 goal: to improve the health and lives of people in Oklahoma. At Oral and Maxillofacial Associates, we treat every patient like family. As the preferred dental implant and oral surgery specialist of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and with over 30 years of service to our community, we are trusted by professionals and dedicated to expert care. With 4 convenient locations around the metro area, we are here for you. Trust the experts at OMA. Visit our website, www.omaok.com.
Welcome back. Mark Rogers, Kevin Llewellyn, head coach for the Omega Raiders, and Tyler Vegas Kerr with an early wake-up call today at noon, providing the statistics here to us at halftime. Kevin, what do you see?
Like we were talking, off air here, King's really good. She's 5 out of 7 right now from the field, and she just makes the game look pretty easy. She's getting to the basket pretty good against Carl Albert, and I don't know. That's the matchup I don't think Carl Albert really has an answer for.
She's tough to defend. 5 of 7 from the field, and she has a game-high 10 points. On the other end for Carl Albert, usually a better shooting team. They are 2 of 6 from behind the arc, 5 of 16 for overall, and so I think to win the game, they're probably going to have to hit some shots from distance.
Yeah, and like I said, all that I said about King is, and Carl Albert's just down 2 points, and haven't shot it great. When Newcastle went to the zone, I thought it slowed Carl Albert down some. I think maybe if they do that in the second half, Coach Ritchie will get somebody on the high post and play off of that, play out of the high post. That seems like for us, that's always the best. Even if they don't score right there, then you're going to get better shots from the outside.
Only 1 assist on Carl Albert's 5 made field goals. They have gotten to the free throw line and made the most of that. They're 10 of 12 from there, but only 3 shots for Jakari Brown. And then Zoe Johnson has drawn fouls, but she only has 1 field goal attempt. So the Titans guards will have to try to get things going in the second half. We're about 4 minutes away from the start. Final 16 minutes to decide the last girls state championship of 2026. Thanks for tuning in here to the Score to live stream of the 5A girls state championship.
Need insurance that serves you and not the other way around? At Brining Insurance, we're independent, which means we work for you, not the carriers. Home, auto, business, or farm, we work as hard as you do. Whether you need a hand-finding and portable insurance for your church, someone to help wrestle that school policy, or someone to help plug the leaks in your municipal coverage, get a hold of Robert Wagner. He can help. Call 580-628-2559 today or start your quote anytime at brininginsure.com.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The proof starts here at Upper Crust. The details are deliberate, perfectly on purpose. From that warm greeting to the wood-fired smoky char of our signature pies. Uppercrest. Gather around.
Martin's Machine Shop, a family-owned business since 1974, serves Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. They offer full machine shop, welding, and metal working capabilities for repair and fabrication. Their fluid power division repairs hydraulic cylinders, pumps, motors, and valves, and includes a full inventory of 6,000 PSI hose and fittings. Give them a call at 580-227-2734 or connect through their website, www.martinsmachineshop.com, to see how they can assist you today.
Our brand, Octus Legacy Private Wealth Management, is a reflection on our commitment to our clients, each other, and the growth we hope to achieve. As friends for multiple years, we operate like a tight-knit family where harmony and collaboration thrive. Our dedicated team of financial professionals complement each other, drawing on decades of shared experience. With a keen eye for detail, we understand each other's strengths, allowing us to deliver quality service. Our camaraderie extends beyond the workplace. We connect as friends, checking in over the weekends to stay connected. Our bond transcends the typical 9-to-5 workday, reflecting our commitment to genuine relationship. To become a client today, call us at 405-252-5925.
As you travel down the road to the Gold Ball, know that you can always get a slam dunk of a deal at Jansen GMC on North Van Buren in Enid. It's always a smooth ride in a 2020 GMC Sierra, Canyon, Yukon, Terrain, or Acadia. Jansen's offers one of the best lineups of used cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs in Enid. Check JansenGMC.com for details. Drive a little, save a lot at Jansen GMC, 2602 North Van Buren in Enid.
When life takes an unexpected turn, you need someone who truly understands what you're going through. At Nixon Dieselhorst, we've spent decades helping Oklahomans find justice, standing up for what's right, and fighting for the results they deserve. Every client matters. Every story deserves to be heard. We are here standing with you. Call Nixon Dieselhorst today because justice, integrity, and results aren't just words. They're what we stand for.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs, with over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve. Dr. Devin Nightingale.
Welcome back. Mark Rogers, Kevin Llewellyn with you here. We are underway in the second half. One change in the Carl Albert lineup for the second half. Brendley Crawford is out there to add a little bit more size. For the Titans, it's the same starters for the Racers: Richardson, King, Kindred, Sims, and Salas. Jumper, good. Kindred from about 12 feet. Newcastle's largest lead of the game at 5, 27-22.
Newcastle starting back off man-to-man.
Crawford turns it over. Crawford can shoot from the outside and maybe an attempt to draw Sims out of the basket. But look at the explosiveness of King. She just hit another gear and lays it in.
That's just really not fair. I mean, for a girl her size to be able to make a move like that, that's not fair.
They got a term for it in college basketball of runs where you have 10 points or more, and Newcastle is one of those teams that has so much explosiveness. They showed that yesterday. They got caught at times and gave up some points, but they can hit you with 10, 8, just like that. Kill shots. The 10-0 run. Free throw for Jakari Brown is good.
The free throw line's what's kept Carl Albert in this game.
It does. I mean, the box score looks pretty odd when you look at the number of shot attempts. And they've done a decent job on the boards. They were only out-rebounded 4 in the first half. Johnson is counted up like we did when we were 2 or 3 years old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
Rebound Newcastle. Plunkett had it knocked away temporarily. Jakari Brown to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, but another foul on the Racers. It's Kindred, 4th.
Personal foul.
I'm trying to see who they gave that foul to. As I had Kindred with 3. Scoreboard shows 3 for Salas, 2 for King, 3 for Kindred, and 2 for Sims. So we'll go with that. Both free throws good. 29-26. King drives in, contact, and scores. Or excuse me, that was Kindred. 6 for Kindred. Jakari Brown with the catch from Johnson. Some nifty dribbling at the free throw line. Back to Johnson, sets a screen. Johnson gets into the paint, and wow, she was all alone under the basket, and she's going to be charged with a foul. It'll be a little frustrating for Zoe Johnson. Worked the screen, and she was wide open.
Yeah, it was a great move, and then she just didn't finish. Split the defense right there. I think they actually gave that. They did give that foul to Johnson.
There has been nothing easy, and maybe she just rushed a little bit because being all alone, expecting somebody to come. 2 shots coming up for Kalani Kindred, who got to the bucket. Would have counted if it went, and it hung on the rim before it dropped off.
She's trying to take this game over early in the second half. 3 possessions and 2 baskets for her, and now she's at the free throw line. So she's been real aggressive here to start the second half.
How about this? Anyone that's played in the game today for Newcastle? Underclassmen.
Which is really scary for 5A for next year.
Yeah. Racers are going to trap a little bit. Do you like that move?
I do. But I will say one thing. These guards from Carl Albert, they're not scared.
I think that could unlock them a little bit. I would be content to play in the half court if I'm Newcastle. I've got 0 go ball, so I'm not telling you anything. But with the dribbling ability of Brown and Johnson, it might be able to give them better looks than they've been able to get so far.
Well, you're right about that, but you know me. I like to try to create as much havoc as possible, and but these guards that Carl Albert have, they're pretty good with the basketball in their hands.
Kindred and King almost had a mishap. Kindred turned down the screen from King. Jordan Richardson takes a 3, and Carl Albert formed a wall around the basket to get the rebound. Richardson came over to challenge the pass, intended for Hayden Harrell, and knocked it out of bounds. Jakari Brown being guarded by Richardson. Crawford back to Brown. 25 feet away from the basket. They leave Brown open. She can shoot all day.
Like on the other end, she's been really aggressive to start the second half also. I think she's going to have to be really aggressive for them to win the basketball game. She's going to have to try to take this thing over, I think.
Richardson subs out. Kindred. Checked by Plunkett. Picks up her dribble. Sims pops out to take the pass. Kindred dribbles across the lane. Talafero in the corner, back to Kindred. Talafero and Kindred playing catch. Kindred shoots a deep three, shoots it over everything, and the ball will go out of bounds. Titans get it back with a chance to tie or take the lead. 4 minutes even here in the third.
Coach Ritchie called a set here. Let's see what he's trying to get here.
Plunkett set the screen for Harrell, off a screen for Brown. And there's a three.
That was a really good set right there by Coach Ritchie.
Carl Albert retakes the lead on the Kinley Sutton three. Double screen for a shooter.
Double screen for a shooter.
Screener pops out in the corner.
Yep.
King hits the deck inside. Contact there. Sims and a timeout. Coach Perinovich wants to talk things over with his team. .320 to go. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break for our sponsors here. We got a good one going in the 5A finals.
Dr. Devin Nightingale
By one.
In North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
We show up every day, ready. When tragedy strikes, we're prepared. It's what we do, it's who we are. Community is the heart of rural healthcare. We come together on some of the worst days because we're holding hope that together we'll experience the best days too.
Welcome back, 34-33, Carl Albert. Where are the proceeds of the La Mega concession stand? Where's the senior trip this year?
Cruise. Going on a cruise.
You going on that?
I do not.
I like Hawaii better than the cruise, I think. I don't know. Shot inside. Plunkett playing defense, and a foul on the floor is going to be charged to Kinley Sutton, her second.
You don't mind that foul right there as a coach. You know, blocking out, just trying to be as physical as she can with Sims. So
3 team fouls. Ball is lost. King on the floor. 4 Carl Albert players around her, and the Titans. Ball goes out of bounds, deflected off of Newcastle.
They're being real physical with King right now. On the defensively, they're being real physical with her. Newcastle went back to the zone.
You said you got a late Carl Blackwell cruise playing?
Yeah, that's me, late Carl Blackwell.
Harrell picks up the dribble. And now an extended zone, a little bit different defensive look for Newcastle out of the timeout. They have packed the zone in, and now they're extending it, forcing some pressure, and it almost worked. That's going to be a foul. This is Kindred's fourth. That's a big one.
If they're going to extend it out that far, Carl Albert's going to have to use the high post, you know, to relieve some of that pressure.
I promise I'm not trying to give Kindred 4 fouls. It's the second foul on Talafero. 14 instead of 15. Harrell has it up top. Tries to split the difference in the zone. Titans working around the perimeter. Jakari Brown open in the corner. Missed the shot. Plunkett fighting for the rebound. And going into the scores table, Chloe Young. She didn't like Plunkett going for the ball. And Coach Perinovich is going to get her out of the game. I don't think he'd like that emotion.
I didn't see a lot there. Other
No,
than
I didn't
just
either.
two players going hard for the basketball.
King, foul on the floor. A lot of ball for Zoe Johnson on that drive, but got her on the arm as well. Two fouls, Zoe Johnson. Johnson is face guarding King everywhere, not letting her come off that screen to catch the ball. Plunkett gets screened hard. And we have a foul on the shot. 2 free throws coming up. That's the third foul on Sutton.
Newcastle's being really physical right now. And Carl Albert's being really physical right now defensively. And Newcastle's not handling it great. I see some bad body language from a couple of them.
Kindred's free throw bounces off. Sutton checks out. Hatchett checks in to replace her. Only substitution the Titans have made here in the first 6 minutes and 12 seconds of the second half. Kindred's second free throw ties the game. Johnson and Harrell play catch. Newcastle still extending this zone, forcing the guards to work a little bit. Johnson drives in. Not a strong move to the basket. The shot's deflected. Gets Newcastle into the open court. Kindred to King for the layup.
Newcastle's really good in the open floor. When they can get out and run, they're pretty good.
Jakari Brown. 1 minute exactly to go in the third. Newcastle is led by as many as 5, and Carl Albert just had a 1-point lead. Brown passes out to Johnson, dribbling around the zone. Plunkett will try a deep three, and she got it.
That was from the horse. That was from the State Fairgrounds Arena.
Back the other way, and a blocking foul called on Plunkett as she tried to defend a dribble drive just that quickly. Newcastle had a good look at it.
Third personal foul.
Two free throws coming up for King. Newcastle has not lost to a team from Oklahoma this year. One of their losses to Bishop McNamara from Maryland. Team ranked in the top 15 in the country.
Whenever I knew I was going to call this game, I looked at their schedule last night, and I noticed that hadn't been beat by a team from Oklahoma. That's pretty impressive. They've played some really good competition this year too, like you said, nationally.
They went to the Mustang tournament, which is a very good tournament, over the Christmas break, and they won that. Beat Hartshorn, another state qualifier here in the 2A division. They would have played in the finals of their own tournament after beating Mustang, 6A state tournament team. But that was canceled due to weather.
Carl Albert's got a chance for a 2-for-1 here. Get the bucket here, and then they get the ball, start the fourth quarter too.
Johnson with a spin move. She got a good look at it, but it's off the rim. No good. It's an 8-minute game, 37 all. As we head into the fourth quarter, both fan bases standing up to applaud what's been a very well-played game so far. Don't go anywhere. Final 8 minutes coming up next.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, Our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
For over a century,
We see Newcastle in the man defense, extended zone packed in, a little bit of zone press. What do you like so far?
I like them in the zone, because Carl Albert's having a really hard time scoring around the basket at all against them in this zone. They started to back out in the fourth quarter, so we'll see.
Johnson drives the baseline. Hatchett has it in the corner. Hatchett is, timeout. Kyle Ritchie gets the timeout. Titans had 4 of them before that, so plenty of time. So he saw something that he didn't like. He's going to talk things over for 30 seconds here. These teams are only getting started. Boys game coming up. I think I did disservice to the girls' game because it was a 1-point game in the area tournament.
1-point game.
It was a 2-point boys' game and a 1-point girls' game.
Well, I think we're right there again.
Yeah,
right there again this afternoon.
If it's not, we played most of it as if it was.
Yep.
What did you think of the Washington girls today? That's a squad.
Yeah, that's who beat us. That's our one loss. They're really good, really talented. Coach Simon does a great job.
Double dribble. Carl Albert called for the double dribble, turns it over to Newcastle. Plunkett with 3 fouls, guarding Kindred. That's been a battle. Richardson being checked by Harrell. Kindred inside for Sims. Turnaround jumper is good.
When you move Plunkett outside, there's the matchup I think that Newcastle can exploit in the fourth quarter is Sims inside.
Baseline drive by Sutton. Temporarily got to look for Jakari Brown. She's waiting for a 3. She's had a couple of potential attempts thwarted by good closeouts for Newcastle. Harrell sets up Sutton. Good!
That all started by Harrell's penetration into the middle of the zone right there, and they had to collapse, and it was a great kick out.
The ball is knocked out of bounds. It's good hands by Plunkett to knock it away from King. Baseline referee asked for help and got it. Both referees immediately pointing towards Newcastle for the ball. Now Sutton can really shoot it. That was contested.
Yeah.
Nice arc on it. Salas Sims, 20 feet away from the bucket. Sims is going to go back into the low block. King up top, guarded by Johnson.
Johnson's done a really good job on her here in the second half, being physical, being low.
King missed a shot. All kind of bounced around like a pinball and out of bounds off of Carl Albert. So possession retained by Newcastle, 6:03 to go. 40-39 Carl Albert. Wide open to Kindred in the middle of the lane off the out-of-bounds play.
That was a really good screen set by Sims right there.
Seesaw with Newcastle on top 41-40.
Back to the man-to-man.
Brown, step back, miss, rebound comes to Johnson. Johnson will try a step back shot, and she drills it.
She is quick. She came from all the way on the other side of the floor to get that rebound. Bounced one time on the floor, and it was hers.
(44-41) Carl Albert. Richardson crosses over Harrell into the paint. Offensive foul. Richardson. Great position by Sutton, who off the bench has made a huge impact in the game.
That was a really good job right there, just standing in there and taking the charge. After she passed it, she kept going. And, some of the Newcastle fans here in front of us aren't very happy about that, but that was a good call and a really good play by her.
Correction to the score, 42-41. Carl Albert. Johnson. Talafero is in front of her. Talafero switches on to Jakari Brown. 5-second count on. Jakari Brown dribbles out of that into the paint. They're going to wave off the bucket, say it's on the floor. I don't know how she got such a good look into the rim with all of the players inside for Newcastle.
Carl Albert spread them out here, and I think that's the matchup right there that they're going to try to go at. Now it's Johnson out here.
Yeah, the handles of both Johnson and Brown are good enough, I think, to win off the bounce.
Yep. Brown's just a little bit bigger, so when she gets in there, she's finished a little bit better today, but Johnson is quick.
Johnson missed the shot, but two players had to come over to contest, and an offensive rebound fell to the smallest player on the floor, Hayden Harrell, and she's fouled. That's the third team foul on Newcastle in the quarter.
There was a lot of contact on that shot. I thought Johnson did a really good job of getting her body into him, but Newcastle did a pretty good job of going straight up right there, too. Johnson might have created most of that contact herself.
Plunkett to Johnson. Johnson, backdoor cut from Jakari Brown, misses the shot, and it was affected by Sims. Sims came over and forced Jakari Brown to take the shot a little early. There's a pass, and no, we're going to have another offensive foul. No, we have a block this time, and that would have fouled Kindred out. But the block is called on Kinley Sutton. It's her fourth. No shot.
And just like the last one, I think he got that one right. After she passed it, she slid over, and didn't give her any room to come down. And I think those are two tough calls, and I think they got them both right.
Kalani Kindred back in. Sims goes to the bench. Chloe Young has it. She's being guarded by Johnson. She fell down, and timeout being called by Newcastle. 30-second timeout, and they are now down to 1. 3:40 to go. Newcastle will extend this to a full timeout. Racers basketball. Carl Albert by 1. Stay tuned.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Welcome back. 3:40 to go. 42-41 Carl Albert. Newcastle ball. They have the possession arrow in their favor. 3 team fouls on the Racers, 1 on the Titans. Dribble drive to the basket, and bucket by Kalani Kindred.
Really quick first step right there to get by her.
.318 to go. Jakari Brown at the circle.
Back to the zone.
Pass to Hayden Harrell. Talafero is out front for Newcastle, trying to disrupt the passing lanes. This entire fourth quarter has been played within about a 3-point range. Johnson. Jakari Brown. Harrell. Plunkett. She'll take a shot from out there. All 5 Carl Albert players not afraid to shoot it from behind the arc. Brown. Johnson, fake the 3.
Good
Got
kick.
into the lane. Plunkett wide open. Missed the shot. Rebound Kendrick. King. Young all alone underneath the basket. She lays it up, and it's a 3-point lead for Newcastle.
Long rebounds lead to runouts.
2:04 to go, and the Newcastle fans making their presence felt. Carl Albert will take a full timeout. 3-point lead for Newcastle. 2 minutes to go. Stay tuned.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
It's more than just your lawn. It's your grass kingdom, your green canvas, your fairway to heaven. It deserves the Kubota Z400. With class-leading speed, agility, a powerful transmission, simple deck height adjustments, and legendary Kubota quality. When you need comfort, convenience, and performance, then you need the professional-grade Kubota Z400. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
.204 to go. Carl Albert basketball. Mark Rogers, Kevin Llewellyn, who's getting out of moving today. Here watching some great basketball. I'm nervous. This is going back and forth. What a game.
Newcastle has been switching from their zone to their man about every timeout or out of bounds. They stayed zone this time. See what Carl Albert's got here.
Jakari Brown. Sutton went down off a screen. Brown finds herself open in the paint. Rebound Sims. Sims fell down. Carl Albert gets the basketball, and Sims fouls Plunkett.
The personal foul. It's on Kalani Kindred.
That's 5.
No, it looked to me like Sims got the rebound. I didn't see where Kindred came in for the foul.
No, I didn't either. But they called it on her, and that's her 5th.
Yeah.
That's a big part of this game right here. That was a big call.
I didn't even see Kindred in the area. I mean, that's my bad. What a hustle play, though, by Plunkett.
Who's battled all day against three big athletes.
Plunkett hits 1 of 2. See what Carl Albert tries to employ here, bringing pressure for the first time in the game. Plunkett stepped in front of it, saves it, and it's saved to Harrell. Carl Albert basketball. Jakari Brown, 3. No. Rebound Sims. And a foul on Plunkett. It's her 4th.
Carl Albert's going to be really aggressive right here. defensively because they've only got 2 fouls. You know, they've got to get to 5 in the next 20 seconds, say. So Plunkett can't be the one that fouls, but the rest of them, they're gonna be real aggressive defensively.
Offense, defense, substitution, and fouls. Sutton checks out. Hatchett in. Sutton has the 4 fouls. Richardson brings it across half court. Harrell. Young. And the ball went out of bounds, but the foul goes on Johnson, her 3rd, and she fouls King. Substitute for Newcastle. Salas comes in, Young goes out. Carl Albert has 1 more to give before Newcastle will be in the bonus. 1:03 to go. Salas threw it right to Jakari Brown. And Brown splits the middle of the defense, and that shot is blocked out of bounds. Carl Albert will keep it. One timeout for Newcastle, and again, the arrow is pointing in their direction. 2 timeouts for Carl Albert.
Getting the shooter back in the game.
Sutton in for Hatchett. Brown will inbound.
Watch Brown coming back in.
Sutton caught. Looked like it might go off glass temporarily. We have a tie-up. On the floor was Harrell to tie it up, so Newcastle has the possession arrow. (45-43), 52 seconds left. And they're bringing out the go ball.
I'm going to double.
King is going to be trapped, and it is a tie-up, and they give it up. King did not know what was coming behind her.
It's a bad spot to pick up the basketball. You know, you preach it to them all the time. Don't come across the half-court line and pick up the basketball, and that's what she did, and that's usually what happens right there.
Sims up off the bench. Sims replaces Richardson. Sims, King, Salas, Talifero, and Young on the floor for Newcastle, and Carl Albert will talk things over here. 44 seconds to go. What's Kyle Richards telling his team?
I was just sitting here thinking to myself, as a coach, you wonder, Newcastle's been switching defenses out of every timeout. They were man-to-man. So is Coach Ritchie sitting over there drawing something up for a man-to-man, or is he drawing something up for the zone that they've been going to, every time that they come out of these timeouts? That's why I like to come watch these games, just to see what people do in these situations.
Outstanding. And I think for Carl Albert, they're very comfortable shooting a 3-point shot. They can all hit it.
Yeah,
I don't need it.
No, I don't think it matters what Newcastle comes out in right here, probably. If I'm Carl Albert and I don't know him near as good, but today I'm getting the basketball to Brown, letting her try to break down what she can, whether it's the zone, getting to the middle and then a kick, or if it's a man-to-man, just get all the way to the basket. And if they help, then I'm kicking it out to her also. But it'll be interesting. It looks like they stayed man, so we'll see.
Harrell gets it into Johnson. 42 seconds left. Johnson guarded by Talifero. Dribbles to her right at the 3-point line. Screen for Harrell. Johnson turned it down. Harrell catches at half court. 30 seconds to go. Plunkett. 25 seconds. Plunkett working on Sims away from the basket. Johnson. Brown. 15 seconds ago, Carl Albert with a timeout in their pocket and the possession arrow. And a foul on Newcastle, and 2 free throws coming up for Zoe Johnson. Nope, I think it's Brown that'll go to the free throw line. My bad. Brown, 2 free throws to tie the game, 12 seconds to go. Bottom of the net. Let's see here. Newcastle, it's a timeout. They've got 1 left. This will be it. So Racers will set up some offense and also maybe try to make Brown think about it a little bit.
Yeah, kind of fitting that Brown's at the free throw line right now with a chance to tie the game. The way this game's gone, Carl Albert's really done a really good job of attacking all day and getting to the free throw line. So that's just kind of the way the game's gone. King for Newcastle?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be tough, you said, to stay in front of her.
Yeah, and she can jump over the top of you and shoot it,
yeah.
At the end, even if you are in front with her size. Wouldn't be surprised if Carl Albert doesn't run a little double team at her, maybe in the backcourt to make her get rid of the basketball early.
Yeah, I would for sure have Plunkett in her general vicinity after this free throw. She's going to line up on the opposite block, find her, and then, potentially a double. 12 seconds is a long time.
Long time.
Free throw is good. King gets it. Johnson is in front of her. Oh, my goodness. She just trucked.
Great job defensively.
That was.
That's hard to take. As a 15-year-old girl, that's hard to stand in there and take that whenever she had 94 feet of full steam.
And it was a violent collision. King is still down on the floor. I don't think there's even any question about that call.
No. She was standing there from the time she crossed the half-court line.
King is going to stay in the game. Carl Albert will have 7 seconds. Timeout. We're all out of timeouts.
Yep, which is plenty of time for either one of their guards to get all the way to the basket.
Sure.
I mean, be interesting here to see if Newcastle throws in that little 2-2-1 press soft to try to slow them down a little bit or what he does here.
What a game. This has been fantastic. A lot of high-level plays.
And maybe the 2 biggest plays of the game have both been defensively for Carl Albert, both of them stepping in there, taking a charge. And that's pretty tough to do.
I think this one rivals the 6A boys last night, won by Norman at the buzzer. This could be my 3rd overtime game in 4 days. The Carl Albert boys beat the Booker T boys in a wild finish in overtime. Had a wild one with Rejoice beating Heritage Hall Wednesday night.
Tell Adam we don't get paid extra for overtime.
100%. Time and a half for overtime. We get paid more. You have to move less. Everybody wins.
Yep. Looks like it's going to be man-to-man.
There you go. It's smart, I think, there
by
Jakari Brown. She gets to survey the defense before she picks it up.
Yep.
I would have tried a little more pressure. Brown.
Got it!
Jakari Brown wins it for Carl Albert. What a shot! The handles, so impressive. Got to her spot on the floor, and she drilled it. And the Titans are state champions. They win 47-45.
That was a That was a great last about 2 minutes for Brown. You know, the free throws, the steal on the one rebound down there, and then like you said, the handles right there, because that was not an easy shot.
I wasn't expecting that. You come up and you pressure the ball, you can give up somebody blowing by you, but you just couldn't let Jakari Brown look at the defense before she caught
get it to the half-court line.
Yeah.
You know, she didn't pick it up until the half-court line. A little token pressure right there, I think, would have maybe done them a little bit of good. But I mean, you can't fault Newcastle. That's just a really, really tough shot made by a really good basketball player right there.
Tip of the cap to Jakari Brown, senior, who made an incredibly difficult shot.
There's no doubt about that.
Tough loss for Newcastle, but they had a great season.
I was fixing to say, these Newcastle girls, for their own good, need to stay on the basketball floor right here. There's some of them that are walking off trying to get out of here, but they need to stay on the court.
28-3 for Newcastle. Carl Albert led in scoring by Jakari Brown and Zoe Johnson with 11. The final 2 points for Jakari Brown delivers the goal ball. 7 for Hayden Harrell, 6 for Kinley Sutton, and her minutes were huge, both offensively and defensively. Audrey Plunkett had 8, and Malia Hatchett had 1. For Newcastle, 15 for Amara King, 12 for Kalani Kindred, 8 for Jaliana Salas, 5 for Zaya Sims, and 4 for Chloe Young. And all these participants played with incredible intensity and effort in this game today.
Yeah, there's no doubt that these two left it all out there on the floor today. And I'm really, really impressed with Carl Albert guards. You know, Johnson not real big, and she had to guard somebody 6'1", 6'2" today, and she did a really good job.
That will do it for us. I believe we're coming back tonight for the games at 5 o'clock, the rest of the boys' games. Kevin, I enjoyed it, man.
Thank you.
Always good to see you. My pleasure to work with you. For Kevin Llewellyn, Tyler Kerr, and our Squirtle crew, I'm Mark Rogers. See you tonight.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow, today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding